Yeah, that's 3 big points for Liverpool Football Club. Jamie Carragher will have a skip in his step and no stomachache tomorrow. That's the good news, Jamie.
Yeah, it was a proper performance, that, going away to a difficult place. A team who you're better than. We're not talking about a European giant in Marseille, but you know there's the atmosphere. De Zerbi's a great coach. Got some really good attacking players as well. So to go there and win, and 3-0 was deserved. You know, it was deserved. We said 1-0 at half-time is probably a little bit favourable to Marseille, but yeah, delighted for the manager, you know, the players as well. Salah was back in the team. Yeah, big result that, and it means that Liverpool are in a great position now to make it to the top 8 because they have Carragher at home next week.
You asked for faster football, didn't you? And you got that tonight, you know, on that transition. You did the analysis before, it was a bit slow and a bit laboured, but then today it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was, but listen, I think it's easier away from home. You have more counter-attacking opportunities. I think the problem is more at home against teams Liverpool should beat, who have deep blocks. But that's, you know, for other games to come, and that might be a problem next week against Carragher. But that was a top Liverpool. They look like one of the top teams in Europe, and that's what they should be. You know, they won the Premier League last year. They spent a lot of money in the summer, but you know they haven't looked like, you know, a top team for a lot of this season really. And they have now and again, and a lot of those times have been in the Champions League. I think at the Real Madrid game, away in Inter Milan, here away at Marseille. So maybe this trophy might be on.
He's back. He's back. Finally, he's back.
No, they were very good tonight.
You're always tickled by Jamie's intensity around Liverpool.
Because he just changes, his tone goes up by a couple of decibels, if that's the right phrase. And the passion is there. I
just wanted to say welcome along to everybody. If you're watching the Golasso show with Nico and Nigel, good to have you with us. Here we are.
Welcome
Kate, Terry,
in.
Jamie and Micah. Yep, that's right, TT, thanks. I wanted to ask you your thoughts on Marseille, because I guess inconsistency is an issue for them. Was this a poorer performance than you had expected from Marseille?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a draw. I thought it was going to be way more difficult for Liverpool, but it wasn't even a match. Liverpool were better than Marseille, apart from, I would say, Greenwood, that was trying to do something. But also, I agree with Jamie in a way. The way Marseille play with De Zerbi, they're too open. That's why the counter looks always good, because they're so open. The centre-back goes forward, right-back goes forward. He has them to play out from the back. They're really open. So that did suit Liverpool a bit more in terms of how quick they went on the counter and how open Marseille were. But in terms of how Marseille started the game. When you're in Europe, and we all played, and you go away, and the team plays against you that first half hard, then it becomes difficult for you. But the way they started, they were not at the races, and Liverpool deserved that. It was an easy game, really.
Micah, this is your part. Tell everybody at home what they can look forward to in the post.
Well, do you want to do it? Because it's Liverpool?
Yeah, join us for the post-match.
No. I need more energy than that.
Oh, join us in the post-match show, because I am going to go over the top and big on Liverpool. I think Liverpool have got a really big chance for the Champions League this year, and I don't care about any other team. That's all I'm going to talk about.
Welcome along.
Come on, a big one.
Post-match show. Yes.
Come
on in. We're so happy to have you with us. Kate, Terry, Jamie and Micah. So big win for Liverpool. 3 massive points. Puts them right there, number 4 in that top 8. So good news for them. We were talking before the game about just how special a place Marseille is in terms of the atmosphere at the ground there when you go to play there. And the tifo that we saw in the stands before kickoff was just incredible. Let's take a look at this again.
Both, to be fair, the one of the Beatles. Love Beatles, Jamie, and then on the other side they had something else. But like I said, they were ready. The fans were ready. It's always the case at Marseille. They always have something ready. Stadium was ready, like I said, but Liverpool won easily.
Let's run you through the action then, starting with the first goal for Liverpool. Szoboszlai.
The thing I love about this.
I thought I got away with it.
What's his name?
I thought I got away with it. Anyway.
Chops.
Go ahead, Jamie.
Slobber chops. Right, so the thing I love about this is has actually been, it must have been worked on with the coaching staff must have spotted this with Marseille, that they don't have the draft excluder behind the wall and the jump, which I don't understand why they would do that if you don't have nobody behind you. But that, for Szoboszlai to take a free kick like that, as I said, himself and the coaching staff have spotted something watching Marseille. So credit to not just him for obviously delivering it on the at the moment, but the coaching staff as well. Yeah, and listen, Ekitike has been brilliant all season. He'd probably be disappointed. He's coming away. He's back. My mum's phoning me there. She's back home with in France. Hasn't quite been able to get on the score. She was very unlucky. Had lots of efforts. Always looking really dangerous. And it was interesting where he played tonight. Almost like in an inside left position.
And then Gakpo, Jamie.
This is a brilliant goal. The touch from Szoboszlai was fantastic. And Gakpo, he gets a little bit of criticism from Liverpool supporters, Gakpo, but what he does do, he does get goals. You know, every 4 or 5 games he'll pop up with a goal and just capped off what Liverpool deserved. A really big victory. Obviously, Mo Salah was back into the team as well. He's back now, getting integrated in as well. And hopefully this, not the start of a run, Liverpool are on a good run, but hopefully this is a start of a run of a few more victories rather than just draws. But the thing that I really liked, or I'm liking, even in this run of late, is that, and we saw it tonight from the 2 fullbacks, Carragher and Frimpong were really good. The signings are starting to really look like, okay, that's why Liverpool signed them. Wirtz starting to look like the real deal, like a really classy footballer. Every time he gets the ball, we mentioned that before the game, it feels like every time a Liverpool player's on the ball, they're trying to give it to him. And you can see as soon as he gets the ball, he's got that class. But the 2 fullbacks are starting to really, perform well.
Your mum texts you there.
Do you want to know what my mum's just said?
Yeah, what she said.
Oh my God, what a win. Be in the theatre with Angela, just seeing the score made up. She's been in the theatre. Should we find out where she's been, what she went to watch?
Well, yeah,
No,
please.
oh, we
Just
know.
text her, we're going to ring her.
Get her on the phone.
No.
Is she in London?
No, she'll be in town in Liverpool or
in
something.
Liverpool.
Yeah, I'll just
What's your mum's name?
Paula. I'll just say, what did you watch?
Give her a ring.
No.
You've got to ring Abby. Come on, ring her. Let me ring her. Come on.
All right.
Let's ring her, Paula.
She won't know who Big Meeks is. Where's that coming from? Oh.
Hi, James.
Hiya, Mum. You're okay? Oh, yeah. I was made up with that win. You made up?
Oh, what? Well, I've just seen the score. I said, oh, Angela, 3-0, they've won. In the theatre.
What did you go and watch?
It was the Scouse play, the Scouse Scrooge, Christmas play.
Oh, yeah.
But because it was in such popular demand, they extended it because we couldn't get in before Christmas. So they extended it.
Does she know she's on TV, Jamie? You probably should tell her that.
Oh, Mum, I didn't realise. You know when you phoned me before by accident, so I rang it back. I thought we were off air, but you're actually on TV now in America.
You're joking me.
Give me the phone.
It's loudspeaker.
Hiya, Paula. It's Big Meeks. How you doing?
Oh, Angela, we're on American TV.
Paula, do you know who I am? Micah. Big Meeks, they call me.
Get away. Oh, I'll feel embarrassed now.
You don't need to feel embarrassed.
We're Micah Richards and Thierry Henry, Mum, and Kate.
Hello, Mummy. How are you?
Oh, Thierry, we're having a fun.
Thierry!
Say hello, Ange.
Hello, Ange.
You're right. I'm Mika. Hello, Mika.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Oh, we've had the ball. Oh, I'm awful sorry, James. I'll put the phone down.
Oh, have you had a couple of bevies?
A couple, like.
Mum, just say, good night, America.
Good night, America.
All right, Mummy. Bye-bye.
All right, see you later. Ta-ra. Oh, my God.
Oh, that might be one of my favourite moments we've had.
I know we've had your
like
daughter, you've had your mum. What about your dad?
Oh, he's next.
Get your dad on
jealous. He'll be feeling left out.
Liverpool won tonight 3-0 away in France. Brilliant result. Jamie, is a special gift to you. We've got the manager of Liverpool, Arne Slot, joining us. Oh, no, we appreciate you coming, first of all. I guess it's got to feel really good to go into a tough away game like that in Europe and win by 3.
Yeah, definitely. Very good manager, good team, and great fans. And And we know it would have been difficult here, but I think we played a very good game. I don't know if Jamie saw it because I heard he was constantly on the phone with his mom, but I can tell him we played quite a good game today.
Anna, can I ask you about the setup of the team tonight? Because over the last sort of few months, you're trying to obviously make the team, get better results, and you've played lots of different sort of formations at different times. Can you just explain how it looked tonight? It looked like sort of you had two wide strikers and a box midfield.
Yeah, I find it hard to listen to you, Jamie, because you were the one that told me that I had to make sure we didn't concede that much. So I started to do that, and as a result of that, people were complaining that it became boring. So not sure if I should listen to you, but because of some injuries we have, because of the players we have available and the style of play Marseille has, we thought it was a good idea to play with Mo and Hugo up front and to overload the midfield with players that are very good in between the lines. And I think you could see that today with fullbacks that could attack down the side, and Makai and Ryan who could help out Joe and Virgil in build-up. So that worked.
Arnie,
in my opinion, quite well today.
Yeah, Arnie, you mentioned there about obviously at the moment the criticism about the team is that it's a little bit slow, it's a little bit boring. At the start of the season, it was completely different. How difficult is that as a manager to sort of get that balance right? And also, if that is the criticism right now about the team being a little bit slow, a bit pragmatic, how do you improve that? How can you work on that?
I watched Real Madrid-Barcelona for Dutch television, and after 32 minutes, when it was still 0-0, the commentator said that Barcelona played really slow and boring, and that was because Madrid was constantly in a low block, and it was really hard for Barcelona to play through. 10 minutes later, it was 2-2 because of individual quality of Rafinha, Vinicius Jr. and a set piece. And then they went to the studio and the pundit said, it's one of the best games we've ever seen. So goals in football are so important what people's opinions are. And I think we've shown this season that every time when it's a bit of a more open game, and that has mainly been in Europe and a few times in the Premier League as well, we are a very good team. We can make it very good difficult for everyone. But when we face low blocks, we struggle a little bit more to create chances. For me, for obvious reasons, everyone in the club also is aligned on that. I think Pep said something about it yesterday, what you need against low blocks. But today we didn't face a low block and we played a very good game, but we don't play slow. If you face a low block, it's very hard to get pace into the game. And I think we've tried against Burnley. We find a few adjustments which helped, because against Burnley we've created probably 2 or 3 times the amount of chances as today. But now we score 3, and now people like Jamie are very positive about us. I don't think you were very positive about us after the Burnley game, were you, Jamie?
I was actually. I said that's just one of those games that sometimes you have to accept. But I think, but what I would say, Arne, I think some of the games that we've watched against, say, Sunderland and Leeds, I would say at home, was not like the Burnley game was one of those games that I think it was unlucky. Whereas the Sunderland game and Leeds game, you are there as a supporter or a pundit or as a Liverpool fan as I am, actually think we need more than that. The game needs to be a bit quicker. The intensity needs to be there. That was lacking, I felt, in those games. But that I don't think was the case against Burnley.
I agree. I think against Burnley was much more intense than in the other 2 games. But we've played Burnley twice, so I can say this. I rate Leeds United and Sunderland a bit higher than Burnley. So it's also harder against teams that are very well organized, and if the players are even better than the ones of Burnley, it makes it really hard to create a lot of chances, unless you have certain quality where I've spoken a lot about and Pep has spoken about yesterday evening, and that can change the game. And I just gave the example of Barcelona-Madrid, where Vinicius scored an incredible 1v1. I think he made a run of 30-40 yards, and the same for Rafinha. And there was a set piece, which is also very important to unlock a low block. So I completely disagree with people who say that we are playing slow. Because we have the ball, we control possession, and we want to go as quickly as we can. But if there are 10 players inside the 18-yard box, it's quite hard to get tempo and rhythm, and it's hard to score goals, and especially for us.
Arne, we really appreciate your time. You're so good at giving us time, and you always come and you give such direct and honest answers. We're very grateful. Thank you so much. It's always good
you're
to
a class
speak to
act,
you.
mate. You're
Yes.
a class act.
Amen.
Never too high, never
Yes.
too low.
Well done.
What a guy. What a guy.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
Well done, boss.
Yes, love that.
Do you not want to share them questions out, Jamie?
Well, he was coming for me, so I had to go back.
The guy was a fan. Yeah. It's a funny. It's not
What
that.
did you
Wait,
want-
you think-
gotta
what
share,
did you
you
want
gotta
to
know
ask?
stuff.
If you could ask.
He asked a question, but then asked 2 questions within the one question as well.
Was he not coming back at me?
No, he was, yeah.
It was a discussion.
It was a discussion.
It's your night tonight, so we'll let you know.
No problem.
What did you want to know,
Apologies, guys.
Micah? What was your question?
About the set piece, if they practiced it. You know, so what's like
Oh,
going
right,
over the
yeah.
wall.
Would have been a good one, wouldn't it?
I know.
I actually wanted to ask him how he was, because nobody cares about the coach. Nobody ever asks him how he is mentally. That was my question.
Well,
But nobody cares usually about the coach.
I
so-
care about the Liverpool manager.
Oh, you asked question about the team. I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying I was going to ask him how he is as a human being, how he takes.
I always wonder though, would you
How are you,
get...
Thierry?
I'm okay.
Okay. You're the manager of this team, so I'm asking, how are you?
I'm good.
Virgil, an excellent win. Congratulations. You made what looked like it could have been an uncomfortable night very comfortable on the pitch. How was it to play him?
It's always difficult, in my opinion, to play against the Zerbi teams, if you want to say it like that, because they, if you're not front-footed, if you are a little bit late in your press, they can play out pretty easy. And obviously he persists on, how do you call it, persist probably, I think I don't know if that's a word, but on keep on playing and taking that risk. So obviously if you are winning those balls in between the lines, and there's plenty of space to exploit, and I think we did that pretty well. But overall I think the performance was very good. Something to build on. We will recover and go again.
You must be pleased with a clean sheet as well, especially without your usual centre-back partner tonight.
Yeah. First and foremost, my thoughts are with him. But yeah, listen, I've played with Joe many times, and helped that we are very good friends as well. But I think he was outstanding. The third goal, he was the one that started it all off, and pleased for him. But pleased for the whole team. Everyone put a shift in. That's how it should be, especially if you play for Liverpool. And also, it was obviously under the circumstances, a very good atmosphere. It was a stadium I've never played before, and I was really looking forward to it. And yeah, nice atmosphere.
As you say, is the key now to using this victory to go on a winning run and keeping that consistency going and building momentum?
Yeah, but I think we always keep saying it after a win or a good result. I think for us it's just to fully focus on recovery right now, and then we're going to go to Bournemouth, because Bournemouth is a very difficult team to beat. 5:30, a team that obviously plays very good football, in my opinion, with a very good manager. So we have to be more than ready. But from right now, it's all focused on recovery, and then we fly back tomorrow, and then we fly already on Friday again to Bournemouth. So on to the next.
There were reports that you called a team meeting after the Burnley draw.
No, I don't know, the ones that put in the media, I don't know. I think it was obviously asked if there will be a meeting after the last game, and obviously there was going to be a meeting, but obviously I didn't say there was a meeting by me. So I don't know what this misinformation is coming from, but that's how it sometimes go. We just keep going.
I was about to say, it looked like it worked.
That's not down to me.
Well done tonight.
Thank you very much.
Dominic, a tough place to come and a good win. How pleased are you with that?
Very good. I'm very happy, and as you said, it's really tough. We knew it before, especially with this team, with this coach. We know what they are able to do, what he's able to do. We saw it in the Premier League when we played against Brighton. But we knew, we were prepared, and we take the 3 points.
Another free kick from you. We've seen you hit them high into the goal before. Had you done your homework on Marseille?
Yeah, I did my homework. I got told that if no one is laying down, that maybe I can have a chance to hit it under the wall. No one was laying down, so I tried it, and it worked out.
We saw you and Mo Salah having a conversation before the free kick. Are you now the designated free kick taker for Liverpool?
Well, we will always discuss about it. Who feels good in the game? Who has maybe there are positions who is someone better, someone is some other is better. But yeah, he just asked me if I want to take it. I say yes because I checked it that if no one is laying down, as I said, I'm gonna take it under the wall. He said okay, then take it, and yeah, I scored.
How good is it to have Mo Salah back in the team?
I'm really happy that he's back. He's helping the team also on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. As you know, I'm really close with him, and yeah, I just like to play with him because he showed it so many times that he has the quality to change the games. And even he didn't have a goal or an assist today. Still, he was working hard, and sometimes you have to close your eyes and work hard for the team. And probably the next game he will score or assist someone.
I know that you guys want to go on a consistent run now of winning games, but what have you made of all the noise around this unbeaten run of 13 matches and just a few too many draws in there? What do you make of it all?
We take the positive stuff, obviously, that we are unbeaten, but also we have to take in count that there are games you have to win when you play for Liverpool, especially home. You know, Anfield. I think we, the fans, everybody deserve to see a nice football, but for sure the win, and that we couldn't maybe put it as many times as we wanted, but we are on it. We work on it. We focus on it a lot. We talk between each other a lot, and yeah, hopefully. Now this game helps us to keep on going.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.
Mikel Arteta's work at Arsenal is being viewed in an even brighter light after the recent coaching shakeups elsewhere. With Chelsea parting ways with Enzo Maresca and Manchester United moving on from Ruben Amorim, the contrast is hard to miss. Arsenal has kept moving forward under Arteta, giving him time through difficult stretches, and now seeing the payoff as the club pushes again in the Premier League title race. It also raises a bigger question about strategy. While Chelsea and United are changing direction again, Arteta has been in place for more than 6 years, outlasting a long list of managers across those two clubs in that span. That stability has become part of the story, and it was a major talking point on the Seeing Red podcast with Tom Canton and John Cross. Beyond reacting to Amorim's dismissal and breaking down wins over Aston Villa and Bournemouth, plus Manchester City's loss to Chelsea, the conversation kept returning to one core idea: structure. Not just who is the coach, but how much power that coach has, and whether the club is built to support a long-term project. Cross pointed to Arsenal as a rare example of patience turning into real strength. He argued that Arsenal's willingness to back Arteta through the messy early phases helped create the stable position they're in now, and that this kind of time and support investment is what can turn a club into something truly solid. Canton's response was sharp and honest. Arteta's arc, he said, has almost become a problem for other clubs, because it tempts them to keep coaches they probably shouldn't. But at the same time, it's still the best example of what can happen when you hire the right person and actually give them time. And that time wasn't smooth. The discussion highlighted how Arsenal could easily have pulled the plug early. 2 8th-place finishes, then 5th, missing out on the Champions League, and a Europa League semi-final exit to Unai Emery's Villarreal. Any of those moments could have pushed a club into panic mode. Instead, the argument is that Arsenal recognized the bigger reality. Arteta didn't have the resources to compete at the required level right away. The squad needed a rebuild. The roster needed to be refreshed. That's where the comparison to Chelsea and United becomes even more pointed. The podcast suggested that recruitment and decision-making structure are often what determine whether a coach survives. If signings don't land, results suffer. And if a coach doesn't have enough influence, or the club isn't aligned behind a clear plan, it becomes much easier for things to collapse. In other words, giving time only works if the coach is empowered to shape the team in a way that matches the vision. Cross also emphasized that Arteta's situation stood out because he pushed to be a true manager, not just a head coach. The idea is simple. Top coaches want a real say in the build, and they want the club to match what they were promised when they took the job. The discussion even pointed to how Arteta survived a low moment, like the home loss to Burnley, because the club stayed behind him. And in that period, with fan pressure affected by the COVID-era environment, Arsenal were able to hold their nerve instead of reacting emotionally. Meanwhile, the big unknowns now shift back to Chelsea and Manchester United. Who replaces Amorim? And how will the next chapter look at Chelsea? The answers may come sooner than people expect. But for Arsenal, the reality stays the same. They're stable, they're moving forward, and they're still in the title chase, while others are starting over again. And that contrast can shape how people judge every manager in the league. Because when two massive clubs hit the reset button again, it forces the same question Cross raised on the show. Is the quick switch actually fixing the problem, or just delaying the real work? The bigger takeaway from the discussion is that time isn't a magic solution by itself. It only becomes valuable when the club's structure supports the plan, and when the coach has the influence to push the squad in the direction he believes it needs to go. That's why the distinction between head coach and manager kept coming up. The podcast point is that if a coach is expected to own the results, he usually wants a meaningful say in the decisions that shape those results. And if he doesn't get that, patience alone won't save him. That's also where Arteta's early struggles get reframed. Those finishes and setbacks could have become a reason to panic. Instead, they became evidence of why alignment matters, because Arsenal chose to treat them as part of a build, not a final verdict. And once the squad was reshaped the way the club believed it needed to be, the results started to reflect that long-term approach. So the repercussions aren't just about Arsenal looking stable, it's about how stability changes your margin for error. When you don't reset every year, you're not constantly starting from zero. You're building on decisions, learning from setbacks, and keeping a clearer identity. For Chelsea and Manchester United, the immediate consequence is obvious. They're changing direction again, which means the next appointment carries even more weight. Because every new coach isn't just judged on results. He's judged on whether the club is finally giving him the structure and authority that the role demands. That's why the question at the end matters so much. Who will replace Amorim, and how will Liam Rosenior do at Chelsea? Because those answers will test the exact theme the show kept returning to. Time, support, structure, and control. And for Arsenal, it's a different kind of pressure. Stability doesn't guarantee trophies, but it does keep you in the fight longer. And right now, while others restart, Arsenal get to stay focused on what they're already doing, chasing the Premier League title.